He's Ron Thompson. I'm Chris Miles. Wizards post-game live coming right at you. The bigger problem isn't offense for the Wizards right now. They are the second worst team defensively in the first half over the past 2 weeks. I asked him about the 9 first-half turnovers. He said, no. We're not really concerned about that because as long as the guys are playing aggressive, there's a difference between passive turnovers and aggressive turnovers. Welcome to Geico Sportsnet Central. It's a special edition tonight. Eminem here with you, Money Miller, Mellow Miles, also known as the Chris and Chris Sports Factory. How about that?
That is a great lead-in. Well played.
Alex Rodriguez having a really good season, about to turn 40 years old, but still an all-star snub. Is that because of the young guys coming up or because of his issues with steroids in the past? Enough about John. Where's your spot on the floor, Ron?
Let me tell you, back in the day, I used to like to run to the corner. But let me ask you this, hold up. Do you have a spot?
The wings.
The wings.
5 Gold Gloves, 3,463 hits, and 5 World Series championships later. Derek Jeter played his final game at Yankee Stadium.
Were you at the rec center when you were shooting from the wings? Where were you? I didn't know you balled.
Ron,
I'm just curious.
Yes, at the rec center, the YMCA, the street courts, wherever you want to take it, that's where I will bring it. Jordan Zimmerman, 8 scoreless. The Nats starters have now tossed 35 straight shutout innings, a team record. Zook, why are they so effective right now on the mound? The door to the buffet has always been wide open for Albert Haynesworth. We know how much you love him. A guy who dropped in the draft, not this year, but the year before, Shabazz Muhammad, the 14th overall pick, spent most of last season in the D-League. It's been kind of a forgotten guy. Well, he's been on fire, averaging just under 20 points per game in his last 6. How dangerous is he? Matchup of 2 one-loss NFL teams, Eagles and Cardinals, third quarter, Eagles down 4. Jeremy Maclin on a punt return looks to be wrapped up. Manages to break free. I guess all of that running and sweating, well, it could make a man thirsty. I imagine that's not how Jeremy prefers to drink his Gatorade. Later in the quarter, a little less embarrassing moment for Maclin. Nick Foles lets it go. Maclin brings it in. Monster day for him. 187 yards, 2 touchdowns. This one puts Philly up 3. Cardinals, one last chance. 90 seconds left. Carson Palmer throws up a prayer. John Brown, he answers it. 119 yards on the day for him, most of which came on this game-winning 75-yard touchdown. Cardinals hand the Eagles their second loss, 24-20, the final. Big Ten showdown. 14th ranked Ohio State, 8th ranked Michigan State. First quarter, tied at 7. Jeremy Langford bounces outside, and he has 2 words. I'm gone. 18 carries, 137 yards, 3 scores for the senior. 14-7 Sparty. Final minute of the second, now tied at 21. J.T. Barrett to Devin Smith. Buckeyes, 7-point lead at the half. Skip to the 4th. Ohio State by 11. Barrett finds Dontre Wilson for 6, 300 yards, 3 scores for Barrett, 2 more on the ground. 5 minutes later, Buckeyes seal the victory. Ezekiel Elliott takes it right up the gut to pay dirt, 154 yards, 2 touchdowns for him. Ohio State tops Michigan State 49-37. Welcome to our latest edition of 100 Miles an Hour. Today we examine the complex situation of pay for play regarding the NCAA. The college football season is at its peak and the college basketball season is just starting. Almost $1 billion in revenue will be generated this season. Players, both former and current, feel as though they deserve a bigger cut. But do they? Consider the fact that in the fiscal year of 2012, the NCAA generated over $871 million. According to the NCAA, over $2.4 billion reportedly goes to academic scholarships to over 150,000 student athletes. At that rate, every student athlete actually costs a university close to $164,000 a year. An hourly wage worker would have to command $80 an hour to pay for what it costs for an athlete to attend college. The alternative to being an amateur athlete is to hit the minor league ranks, right? Well, the average minor league athlete earns under $20,000 a year, a far cry from the average student athlete. The landscape is different for stars, though. Take, for instance, Johnny Football. While at Texas A&M, Manziel generated tens of millions of dollars for the Aggies football program. Yet the NCAA investigated him twice for earning a few $1,000s for signing autographs. seems that if the NCAA is going to profit off of a player's image, then the athlete should have the right to do the same. The average cost for a typical student at private universities is $31,000 a year. In my opinion, it seems as though instead of paying student athletes like professionals, the argument should be about lowering academic costs for the average student.